Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Is investing just another form of gambling? If you've heard someone say that before, then let me bust that myth for you. It's not. Sure, both have risk involved. But here's the thing. Investing is about making smart, informed decisions, while gambling is a game of chance. In this video, I'm going to explain the big differences between investing and gambling, why you should care, how one can help your money grow, while the other might leave you thinking whether you should have taken up knitting instead. Let's dive straight in. Okay, first, let's talk about gambling. Whether it's rolling the dice, betting on a horse, or playing the lottery, gambling is all about luck. You're throwing your money into the ring, mostly crossing your fingers and hoping that that bet pays off. The problem is the odds aren't exactly in your favor. Here's what gambling really is. No control over the outcome. Whether it's slot machines or poker, you don't have any real control about what happens next. You could get lucky, or well, you could lose your bet. And that's why it's called the game of chance. Now don't get me wrong, I love playing poker, and I believe I've become a better poker player over time. But despite understanding the odds and knowing better when to fold, call, or raise, I still note the odds are generally not in my favor. And there's no such thing as a multi-decade-long time frame in poker either. But more about that later. Despite knowing this, I love playing poker, but it's not my way of building wealth. I don't depend on poker to grow my income. It's fun and a damn good night out, but that's it. High risk, high reward. Sure, some people win big by gambling. Absolutely they do. But statistically, most lose. It's like betting your entire savings on red at the traffic lights. Exciting in theory, but a bit of a disaster in practice. Bit of a disclaimer here, I don't actually know anyone that's done that. Short-term focus. Gambling is all about the quick win. You want that big payout right now. And even if it's a couple of hours, it's still effectively right now. It's in the here and now. It's not multi-days, multi-weeks, multi-years, multi-decades. But building wealth doesn't come from quick wins. That's probably the thing that needs to go most in people's minds. I think inherently people know this, but they tend to forget, or they tend to want to forget. So again, building wealth isn't about quick wins. It's about playing the long game and getting better over time at it. So when you're gambling, it's basically a way to win big or lose it all. And let's face it, that's not a solid financial strategy. Now let's move on to investing. What is investing? And no, it's not just a fancy word for betting on the stock market instead of at the casino. It's a whole different ballgame. When you invest, you're not hoping for luck to strike. You're taking calculated risks and making informed decisions that have the potential to grow your money over time. And here's what makes investing different. Control and strategy. Unlike gambling, with investing, you're in the driver's seat in terms of what you invest in, or at least you should be. You're in the driver's seat over your time horizon as well. This is how long you decide to invest for, over what period of time. You can research stocks, bonds, property investments, or any other type of asset class, and then make decisions based on your goals and your risk tolerance, and then adjust as needed. You have a say in how much risk you actually want to take. Now, in terms of the stock market, it's true that you can't control the market. You don't control it. But investing for me is about putting my money into companies, into stock markets, where hundreds of thousands of people working in those companies are all working towards making a profit for those companies. And all I have to do is put money into those companies, into the stock market index, and just ride the wave? Why wouldn't anyone do that? And I'll say it again, investing isn't a short-term thing. And over the long term, markets have shown that they consistently rise, not in a straight line, in a haphazard way. It moves upwards over a multi-decade time frame. Long-term focused. To say what I said just now in another way, investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. In fact, anyone who tells you it is probably either trying to sell you something shady or doing something more like gambling and dressing it up as investing. You can still take short-term bets in the stock market, for example, but I would consider that gambling more than investing. The goal in investing, and this is the golden bit of this entire video, if there's one thing you take away this sentence. The goal in investing is to build wealth steadily over time. And this can be through things like dividends, like interest and capital appreciation. Yes, fancy words I know, but really they just mean money working for you. Managing risk. Investing is about managing that risk. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, you can do, but that's more akin to gambling. If you're really investing and want to grow over the long term, you'd be spreading your risks, spreading your investments, which is what diversifying means. Spreading them across various areas. Stocks, bonds, real estate, crypto. By doing this, you reduce the likelihood of losing everything and maintain growth of your overall investments over time. This is very unlike gambling, where you're effectively rolling the dice and hoping for the best. Now comes the key differences between investing and gambling. Let's really break down these big differences. I'll sum all this up in a few simple points. Number one, it's risk. In gambling, you're going in blind and hoping that the odds work out in your favor. With investing, you're taking calculated risks, informed by good research and a long-term plan. Point number two, goal. And no, not the kind that Lionel Messi would hit. In gambling, it's to hit the jackpot. You're hoping for a quick and easy win or loss. In investing, it's to grow your wealth gradually over time. It's not about instant gratification. Let me say that again. It's not about instant gratification. It's about financial freedom in the future, building your wealth over time. Number three, control. In gambling, you have little to no control over the outcome. In investing, you make decisions based on knowledge and strategy. You can influence the outcome by doing your research, by reducing unnecessary costs, and not giving into your emotions when volatility in the market increases. Number four is time frame. Gambling is fast and short term. It's about winning now. Investing is, long-term focus. The more patient you are, the better your rewards. Think of it like planting a tree. You have to water it, care for it, and wait for it to grow. So there you have it, a breakdown of gambling and investing and what the differences are. Investing is about building a foundation for your financial future through research and strategy, while gambling is a game of luck with no real plan. Of course, there's differences in how you gamble. You can get slightly better at it, but the odds are mostly never going to be in your favor. If you're looking to make smart financial decisions and grow your money over time, then investing is the way to go. Next time you think about your money and what you want to do with it, ask yourself, are you gambling with it or are you investing in your future? You can start making smarter, informed decisions today. That's not to say you can't gamble. I still like playing poker, as I said, and I do play, but I don't depend on it for any sort of financial growth. If I win, great. If I lose, well, so be it. I'm still up for the next one. But my investing journey is separate to that. I'm still adding to it every single month and growing my wealth over time. One is about keeping an eye on long-term benefits, and the other is just about hoping to catch a lucky break. If this video helped you at all, then make sure you like and share it. You never know how the simple act of sharing it on your socials could really help someone. And of course, if you want to continue your own money basics financial education, then this is the playlist you want to click on next.